whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because, God damn it.
If only we could just do that with regular shits in the class.
Yeah, no, I've said this. What we need to do is just claim it was self-defense, or run the battle.
She was obstructing the class.
I had no choice.
I gave her 5 strikes before. She has no one to blame but herself.
You know, I can't wait for Yakuza 6 to come to America, because apparently he's the bad guy in it.
God, he's like a freaking great actor.
He's in everything. Like, I mean, in Japan, he is a fucking legend. He is, like, in every goddamn... And it's funny, because, like, apparently, like, most people, like me, know him from his movies, but, like, he does everything. He's a comedian, he's a singer, he had that game show on back in the 90s.
I mostly remember him for being a game show host.
What was that?
Takeshi's
Game
Castle.
show...
Yes.
Yes, one of the best fucking game shows ever.
Yes, I remember that show.
This shit was amazing.
I managed to find at least 3 of the original Japanese episodes. Only
They're
one
pretty hard to get now.
Yeah.
You don't really need them subtitled. You pretty much get what the gist is by watching it. I loved the MXC version of it though, because now when I hear Rick, I now just imagine that Takeshi Kitano in real life just sounds like Vic Romano on that show. I can't separate the voices.
Yeah, speaking of Murano, the XFL is back.
Oh, fuck, I read about that. Because if it didn't work the first time, wait 20 years and spend another $100 million trying to do it.
Why not?
I hope they learned some lessons from their first attempt.
I would love to see this be successful. I really would.
Yeah, but first they have to learn their lessons of give substance and not just all flash.
Well, that's what wrestling is, and that's what happens.
But football's not wrestling, so they have to give up. They know they have to give some substance for football.
I will say this. I will love to see the sorry. I do know, like, that great 30 for 30 documentary on the XFL. Like, have you seen that, Reese?
I haven't seen the documentary, but I did watch a couple of XFL games back when they were new.
Okay, because the only time I ever saw the XFL was when the guy came up to the camera and said, "They hate me, baby. They hate me."
I remember.
I'm just like,
that's basically
what
I remember most is, they hate me. They hate me.
And I'm watching this. I'm like, what the F is this?
Then
I just shut it off and never thought about it for the next 10 years until that documentary came on. I'm like, oh, fuck, I've seen this.
Yeah, that was Vince's attempt at making characters, and that's not what football is. Football is about a bunch of people chasing after a ball.
Yes, they carried so much on the showish stuff that they forgot to make football interesting.
I thought football was all about hating my New England team.
Well, New England's actually competent. That's the problem. I hate New England, but they actually are. They actually, they have. This might be the last year of their dynasty, though, because I think this is Tom Brady's last.
The last year or two.
If he goes for one more year, I'm going to be really impressed.
If this is actually Tom Brady's last year, that the Eagles win and Tom Brady doesn't go out with a win.
Oh, fuck you, Wheel Girl. I want Brady to win.
I want Brady to win because if anyone follows Eat Dat Pussy 445, that meltdown is going to be glorious.
Because let's be honest, who could honestly hold up some kind of championship to the degree that the Patriots have had since then? We won! We won the Super Bowl! Yeah, congratulations. The Patriots have already won 6. What have you got?
They've won more than 6. With Brady, like without Brady even. I want the Patriots to win for the meltdown this guy's going to have.
I want to win even if only because I'm a homer.
This guy has been fucking posting nonstop about how the Eagles are going to the Super Bowl.
Wait, you're not, What do you mean you're a homer?
I actually live in Massachusetts.
Oh, because I was a bit confused because this is a Super Bowl. Oh, my mom was hoping, since the 49ers suck so hard, was hoping at least for the teams that did get in, that she was hoping that the Vikings would at least get in so that they could play it, because it's going to be at their home stadium.
I had a bad playoff season because I usually pick my two turkeys for the playoffs, and I picked the Titans and the Jaguars, and they won both their games. So I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, well, they both got cut out in the end.
But god damn it! I mean, do you know how much shit I got handed when the Jaguars won their game?
Yeah, I vaguely remember talking to you last Super Bowl, except I think I was really freaking drunk.
Oh, you won, so you had all right to be drunk. And then the Falcons dropped it was
28-3.
And they fucking lost. It was the worst thing I've ever seen. I couldn't even. I was sick to my stomach watching that. I was like, how the fuck can you lose a 26 lead?
28
lead on the fucking Patriots. That was stomach churning watching that.
God, I remember those. I think it was like 2 or 3 like drunk messages I sent you on Facebook because of like. Yes,
I was in.
Yes, and I remember.
I was with my dad. We were just watching this game, and they dropped the ball. They dropped the football literally and metaphorically on those last 2 quarters.
Yes, within the last 13 minutes of the game. Oh God, we made our recovery.
I want the Patriots to win, like I said, just so I can watch the fucking Eagles fans have meltdowns.
I want us to win, if only just to say, tough luck, Philadelphia. Maybe next year.
I hate Philadelphia's fan base so much. Like, I don't like the Patriots, but I don't like Philadelphia's fan base more, so...
Yeah, did you see the video of the multiple dune buggies that were driving up the rocky steps in Philadelphia?
Oh, Jesus, I totally saw that. It was fucking terrible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so expect me to be utterly pissed drunk that night.
I mean, but honestly, like, I think Tom Brady might go down as the best quarterback in the game.
He is the best of all time.
Aside from Aaron Rodgers and maybe Drew Brees, who else is really like that?
Who has as many rings as he has?
Okay, Joe Montana might be second, but even then, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he only has 3 rings. Okay, he's been in 3 Super Bowls, he has 3 rings, but at the same time, 5 rings, 7 visits.
Rings. He might get a 6th one this February. I would love to see him go out, because I think this might be his last season.
I genuinely hope that Tom basically retires at the top and not at some kind of horrible decline like Peyton Manning did.
Oh god, that was so depressing.
Oh, I laughed at that because I hated Peyton.
My friend loves Peyton because he won a lot of money on a handful of Colts games, so yeah, he bets, so he very much loves Peyton. He loves Peyton Manning for those fucking bet wins.
Is it possible that it might be PA in general?
Huh?
Rio is saying that ain't just Philly, that is PA in general. Pennsylvania is Jersey, but nobody gives a shit by being full of scum.
Oh, but fuck, I hate.
Let's see. Jersey actually has the Meadowlands Stadium, so that's the Giants and the Jets. So
are they the only football teams that share a stadium?
Let's see. Give me a second.
You know what?
Unless the LA Raiders and the LA Rams. The Raiders aren't in LA. They're actually going to Vegas.
Chargers and Rams, I think, are going to be sharing, so they'll be two.
The Rams and Chargers, unless they share it as well.
Because I know, because me and my mom was curious about something. And we found out that for now, until the Raiders leave for Las Vegas, the Raiders and the A's are the last baseball sharing.
Yeah, the Rams are the Rams or the Raiders leaving for Vegas?
The Rams and the Chargers got LA, and due to that, Raiders decide to go to Las Vegas.
Oh, well, the Chargers, of course, are going to leave. They're fucking terrible.
The Chargers are LA now.
Okay, well, good luck. Well, I mean, the Golden Knights have been doing well, so I guess Vegas isn't a terrible town to have a sports team. I thought it was a terrible idea.
Yeah, finding out this is their first season and they're being one of the best, I was going like, wait, what? Wow.
Well, because the move to Phoenix was a fucking abysmal, so, like, I thought, well, fuck, move to another desert stadium to play a winter game? Are you shitting me?
And it turns out they got the right players to pull it off.
Oh, fuck, they've proved me wrong. I'm very impressed. It's going to be a very exciting game, though, because, like, had the Vikings or so won that game, if the Vikings had won that game, it would have been
It'd have been home field advantage.
Yeah. Can I just say, though, that play with the Steelers was incredible. That last 20 seconds. That's some shit M. Night Shyamalan couldn't even come up with.
Nope.
Holy fuck. That was one of the most amazing things. Like, me and my dad were just like, what? What? You know, as soon as he got on his 2 feet, we're like, he's going to fucking make it. They're going to fucking win this. Oh, that was a magnificent game.
Suddenly, magic is a cup of tea.
And they drank
May as well be.
They drank a shitload of that night because they won, man. They won when we thought they were fucking done. It's been a great playoff season because I thought the no, but the problem is like I had to take a lot of shit. It was like fucking like my two turkeys won their games, so I was like, fuck.
I am sorry that the two teams you thought were going to just be easy pickings
easy prey. Yeah, no, I should have picked the Bills. I really should have.
Something because remember in the playoffs,
the fucking Bills.
The Bills really
don't always matter.
I should have picked the Bills for the turkey instead of because I thought Tennessee was so mediocre. I'm like, they'll get their asses handed to them. But like for me, I wanted to give Buffalo a bit of slack because I mean their last playoff game is so old that it could probably buy cigarettes now. You know, if it was a person.
Yeah. I get to see here with the hopes that next season's going to be better since they were able to pick up one of the backups from the Patriots and seem to help them improve in their last games.
Want to know what I hope for?
What?
I hope to get one of those gigantic Parmesan garlic wing sets from Buffalo Wild Wings.
Those things are freaking delicious.
I'm gonna make me some T-bones and go
Link me to your goddamn PayPal and I'll give you like $50 for that shit.
I will. Yeah, for mine it's T-bones and some nachos as a starter. Me and my dad are going all out this year because this game is going to be one. This is going to be a very exciting game. You know.
You know what? You should make the pilgrimage.
Well, the two teams in questions were part of the set that had the highest the top record this season. Because the National League ended up with the last two. National Conference ended up with their last two fighting against were the two with the best, with the same and the same record, which was the best record for they, which was the Vikings and the Eagles. And the Eagles just came out on top. In this case, since you can't read Japanese, I feel like you wasted 20 rupees.
No, I got all my health back. But it does go to show that they didn't translate everything into derp English.
I wish they did.
Yeah, that's funny. I was like, this is a fan game. They're gonna get in trouble. Then I heard it was a ROM hack. I'm like, oh, okay, that explains. They're fine.
They'll find ways around it.
I don't even think Nintendo even knows this exists.
I don't even know about fan games. I mean, Zelda Classic is still around, and it's a fan game.
Some companies know and probably don't care. Some
Zelda Classic has been around for more than a decade.
If it's just based, some they are persnickety about it, and somewhere you sit there and wonder why you being sneaky about it, because Pokemon's the weird one. Whenever they prevent when I sit back and go, this is kind of different, dude. They're making basically it from scratch, just using the same kind of engine. That's not fair.
I mean, Nintendo's like Disney. They treat their copyright with like Henry Fonda with that pistol. And once upon a time in the West, they just pull it out and shoot.
Yeah, and I sit back with Pokemon is the gray area where you sit back and go, 99% of the time, they're making everything new. So technically, they're not really stealing.
Also, all the fans are furry, so I even think they're like, we don't want to get involved with this one. We ain't touching this one with 50-foot pole with gloves.
Yeah, the furry fandom can get kind of
the only
strange.
Dude, that's putting it goddamn lightly.
Why do you think I took like a couple seconds to think of a word?
There's only 2 fan hacks of Pokemon only one kind of fan hack I know really well.
I remember
one called Pokemon Clover, where somebody decided to turn everything that happens in 4chan into something Pokemon related. Into like gym battles, into different concepts of Pokemon and those, or different types of trainers. It's weird. Yes, somebody took the time to turn everything 4chan related into crazy Pokemon stuff.
Nintendo only really goes after someone if they are doing something that is going to eat Nintendo's lunch. Yeah, like when they went after the Metroid 2 remake.
And then we later find out, here's a remake we've been doing.
Fuck that shit. Eat our shit.
Nintendo really has...
Ours says corn is good for you.
I mean, I understand the whole legalities of the whole thing, but at the same time, Nintendo really doesn't have a leg to stand on. They did not have the remake planned for 15 years. I mean, AM2R has been was in development for what, 10 years?
I think it was about 4 or 5 years.
It was long.
Oh, that's depressing. It's really depressing if they spent 5 years on that and had everything flushed down the toilet in one phone call.
Later comes out with their thing, and everyone's going, is this the reason? Why couldn't you just tell us then, you idiots?
That's gotta be really rough. Jesus Christ.
If they were just hoping that the developer would just present the demo to Nintendo as like as
a
product proposal, even then, that would be rather naive.
Nintendo and their lawyers would decide, we can effectively take this from you, we will claim it as our own, and we will make it.
You need to wait until the company's creatively bankrupt like Sega before you start selling fan games for money.
That's how we got...
What was that saying? Like, we could like lose a couple $100 million a year and we could still keep going for 100 years.
Yeah, well, with Sega probably was Well, at least.
Well,
Well,
Sega
because
has more properties than just that. I mean, they don't treat it well because they don't really need it.
they don't really do much with them. They and I'm starting to wonder if they should just hand over the reins of Sonic games to other people because Sonic Team
They
doesn't
won't. It's
know what
their
they do
brand. It's their
anymore.
brand face. You know, he's their mascot. They won't
They
just.
spend all that money coming up with a mascot. They're going to use him.
I
And
know,
Yeah.
I know.
Even
I'm
though
not saying
they've got
they
all
can't
these.
use them, I'm just saying to stop letting Sonic Team, the people on Sonic Team that make games because they don't seem to really know how to make games anymore.
That's why they don't
always
make
seem
them
to come
anymore.
out
They
with
just
something that sucks in one way or another.
after Sonic they just decided around Sonic Boom. Fuck it, you do this. We're done.
No, they made Sonic Forces, which sucks.
Well, they did that. They probably. So I don't know what happened there. I guess they were like, you know what? They want to realize I'm with Yahtzee. They were like, oh shit, Maple might actually hold these games up to standard now. We gotta fix this shit.
Well, it's too late. Too late.
It's perfect because that's
So,
exactly how I
what
took
their
it.
next things are.
That game is so bad, even like diehards I know fucking hate it.
Yeah, well, when you got a game where Sonic Team had no involvement, is much superior with Sonic Mania, you sit back and go, should Sonic Team really be making these games anymore?
The creator moved to Square Enix. I can't imagine what they're gonna do with him. Give us the we need to court the furry market. You know what to do. Say no more.
Sega really needs to get their heads out of their asses regarding their IPs. I mean, you don't. Okay, you don't exactly need to use the fan-made Streets of Rage game, but at least take advantage of the fact that there is a demand. You'll need.
If that was true, then Nintendo would have made another F-Zero game by now.
Yeah, it's true. She's right.
Well, there was enough demand for the Streets of Rage franchise that people were looking forward to that fan-made remake.
Problem is that old school beat 'em ups are kind of a niche genre at this point. I mean, it's not really something that people like. I mean, something like Mother Russia Bleeds, which is pretty much a Streets of Rage game, this has to be put out by Devolver because Devolver's got the clout and money to kind of just throw, they'll put out the big hit like Hotline Miami or Broforce, and they'll just kind of publish something weird that they don't think is going to do well, but will be fun to just have in the library. By the way, apparently they're trying to get the rights to an Xbox game where you play the president who pilots a mech. I can't remember what this fucking thing is called, but it's like Wolf something. It was a game on the original Xbox, and you played the president piloting a mech suit. They want to remaster it. Devolver's like A24. They'll fucking publish anything.
Well, who are you talking about?
Devolver Digital.
Ah, I have a few of their.
Love Devolver Digital. They're fucking. Yeah, they're basically the hipster nerd who puts out some good shit every now and then.
And as with the hipsters, they can't take criticism all that well.
Well, they're pretty good. I mean, they put out that amazing E3 press conference, which was basically a David Lynch film.
By the way, the two games they have shown on there that were part of it were actually real games.
Yeah, no, they were. I thought, oh, that's fake. Oh no, it's very real.
Or police ordered.
Oh fuck! You bought that?
Hmm?
You bought it?
Yes.
Oh, my boy, on what exactly?
Amazon.
Blu-ray or DVD?
On DVD.
Oh, by the way, Genital Jousting's finally out. Speaking of Devolver Digital.
Okay, that's the.
What's that?
It's exactly what it sounds like.
I'm not touching it.
You know, I could almost swear you said you wanted it.
No, I never said I ever want a game that's basically about dick sword fights.
It's from the same guys who made Broforce. It's about penises fighting.
See it, genital jousting on Steam.
It's exactly what it sounds like. It's apparently banned from Twitch.
Gee, I wonder why.
And somehow South Park was not.
Hatred's banned from Steam, but GTA 5 isn't.
I played Hatred. That game is so overrated as far as the content goes.
I watched.
It might be overrated, but just the concept alone is a controversy because it basically says kill everybody.
The fucking trailer.
How's it different than Slaughterhouse?
Postal, for fuck's sake, which came out 20 years ago.
Postal 2!
Postal 2, they got away with it because it was a comedy game. The original Postal is not a comedy game. It's just straight up massacres.
Yep.
Oh, by the way,
Hello.
You might missed one game that these guys who made General Jousting made. They also made
Gorn?
Yep, Gorn.
I never played that. I don't know what it is.
It's a VR game, apparently. VR game of doing gladiatorial battles.
Apparently, it's pretty decent.
Gorn VR.
It's just Gorn is a VR game to begin with.
Let's see. Gorn on Steam. What are you? You're an early access game.
Gladiator simulator.
It's like Gladiator meets QWOP.
By the way, the creator of QWOP has a new game out.
We know. It's called...
Alright, good. Just thought everyone didn't know yet.
Que esta?
It's called Getting Over It. It is tagged under psychological...
Is that the Bucket Hammer game?
Yes, it's a yes. And where...
Yes.
Yes, where you try... Where the controls... Where you only have your mouse to control a guy and you have to climb up a tower of... What the hell is up?
Random shit, all while the developer is taunting you for failing.
Taunting you with quotes and being a smartass.
No, it's from the guy who made QWOP, so of course he's a smartass.
And we also had... And it's pretty weird how this tower of stuff is balanced and...
Apparently there is a story to it.
How hasn't this not fallen yet?
My favorite part is that if you go on Steam, it's tagged under psychological horror.
Oh, I
find that very often, surprisingly.
No, but I can see this one because the developer, when you fall and fail, begins to taunt you. It's like, oh, don't worry about it. Try again. You'll eventually get up there. And he says it like the most condescending fucking way. No, it's a troll game. I mean, this, like I said, we all know QWOP. It's a fucking troll game.
Other psychological horror games that are out there includes I can't believe it's not gambling. VR chat.
Fucking love this list of let's see
Yes.
What Remains of Eden Finch, which is I think it's fine. I think it's appropriate.
I watched the game. I tried playing it. It was okay.
I haven't downloaded.
It kind of got kind of dull after the fourth person you played.
I'm willing to give it a chance. I loved Firewatch, so and apparently this is right up there.
Well, since he likes Firewatch, I say you'll enjoy this, especially how each story is somewhat different from each other. Nothing feels exactly the same.
Also, can I just say, I just love what all this tagged here. We have Call of Duty World War II.
Mm-hmm.
We have Sword Art Online, some game called Sword Art Online I've never heard of.
Based on an anime.
Based on anime. We have Desert Bus VR. That's very appropriate.
Good. Gearbox decided let's remake
That was like a
this game.
Sega CD game, wasn't it, Reese?
Gearbox published it. They didn't make it. But,
It
it's
was-
very-
decided to
It was
publish
part.
remake of the game now, where you either got two choices: you're the bus driver, or you're going to be one of the people just sitting on the bus throwing stuff at the driver.
It was part of Penn and Teller's Smoke and Mirrors Sega CD game by Accolade, I believe, and it did not see the light of day because
Somehow Desert Bus got out there, and then somebody decided, let's make a VR remake.
It's played for charity. It's very famously played for charity. The
Yeah,
more
wasn't
you
it
go-
like a actual real time
No,
game?
you drove from all the way from
Yeah, it was like
East
somewhere
Coast
from like California to like to Las Vegas or something.
No, I
In
thought it was
real-
somewhere in Arizona, like
yes,
Tucson.
yes, it was, and it was 8 real-world hours.
And
Okay.
if you crashed, the game would tow you back to the starting point. So if you spent 6 hours trying to get there, you would
You would lose
have
all
to
your
spend
time.
another 6 hours. Yep, you would have to watch this thing be towed back for 6 hours. It was fucking nightmarish.
Huh.
It was.
I've been tearing my eyes out.
Also, the worst part is you can't actually just fucking like leave the car like zones a bit to the right. So you have to actually drive the fucking bus.
Yep.
It's excruciating. It's a nightmare to
explanation-
experience.
The explanation behind it is, it's in the manual. It actually says, does real life have a pause button?
It's pretty much the first troll game. That's what it is.
Sounds about right.
It's exactly. It
First
was
known, or the first troll game we know about, because who knows if someone else was pulling a fast one earlier than that.
well. It's definitely the first one that's most famous. I mean, I kind of have a soft spot for troll games to me because they're this. You know what I mean? There's a sense of nihilism to them. I love Surgeon Simulator for that reason. It's this
Hell,
very serious real world thing you're trying to do and keeps fucking up horribly. Like
I don't
performing
think you- I
brain
don't think
surgery.
you like
It-
troll games. I think you like something a bit different than that, because if I gave you this series called Troll Face Quest, I don't think you would love it very much.
Okay, but I love I'll never a great example of how Surgeon Simulator is. I'm trying to perform open heart surgery in this fucking in this ambulance. The fresh heart, a bump in the road. I drop the heart and it falls out the back of the
And you're
fucking truck. So I'm like, oh fuck, what do I do? So I just start shoving everything in. I'm like, that's probably good enough. Same company. No, and I love how every one of their games have this really like I Am Bread, their other game, has this brilliant little there's this brilliant little subplot to it where as you destroy everything, this guy keeps going to therapy, right? And he's like saying the bread has destroyed my house. And no one's believing him, and then by the end he gets dragged off to a mental asylum.
Yep.
No, their games are brilliant in terms of their games are basically just troll games, but there's more to it than just the trolling part of it. There's actual layers to it.
They have great moments.
Fuck, I love Surgeon Simulator.
I'm not gonna lie, that game was so goddamn hard to control.
That was the point.
Even though I know that was the exact point.
And the problem is that all these companies they didn't understand why it worked. It was let's do shower simulator, baking simulator. The reason it's funny is because it's a real world thing you're trying to do. Surgery is a very serious thing, and we're turning it into slapstick comedy.
Let's try and make the Mel Brooks of surgery.
That's basically what it is.
Yeah, I just found something if you're interested. There's a VR version of Surgeon Simulator where you're the medic screwing around with Heavy's body.
That's gotta be amazing.
Yeah, that was like a mod, actually an add-on to the game, I think.
VR game. It's separate.
Is anyone interested in Monster Hunter World, by the way?
Nope.
I know nothing about the Monster Hunter series to know if I should care.
It looks like something I'd whittle a couple hours away on, so I just thought if anyone's ever played a Monster Hunter game. I played the demo.
I've never played a single Monster Hunter game in my entire life.
I played Dragon's Dogma, and a lot of people tell me it's basically Monster Hunter, but interesting, so that concerned me.
Dragon's Dogma.
That's the other game Capcom made. It's their attempt at like an open world RPG. It's fucking amazing, by the way. It has one hell of an ending. I won't spoil it, but it's incredible what this ending is. It has this amazing system called the Pawn System, where you basically...
Yeah, that game. I remember it now. I love it. The 360.
It's a game where you're basically pimping the mentally disabled.
Yes, I have also the Dark Arisen.
Okay, so Dragon's Dogma. What happens is you have this thing called a pawn, which is your companion for the entire game.
Make sure they're effectively mute, because they will not stop talking.
They won't in game, for fuck's sake. They never shut up. But you can rent a couple of them, and it's like, am I basically? They're basically slaves. I'm asking. They're like, oh, they have no free will. They're basically blank slates, and I'm like, oh, so I'm pimping the mentally disabled, because you can send your pawn out into the online world, and people will rent it out, and they'll come back with experience and money and shit. You're basically a pimp. You're a pimp. That's what the game's. It's not saying you're a pimp, but that's what you are.
Feel really unclean now.
It's fucking unreal. It's a fucking awesome game mode. It's really entertaining. Also, it opens with a dragon literally eating your heart.
Yep.
It opens really strong. Yeah, like I said, it opens really strong. You're like, God damn. No, but that's what I tell people. Dragon's Dogma is basically fantasy pimp simulator. And you pimp the mentally disabled. And I've heard a lot of people tell me it's like Monster Hunter, so I might actually kind of want to play Monster Hunter if it's anything like Dragon's Dogma. Because a lot of it involves tracking, like, dragons and demons and shit, you know what I mean? You go and kill them, you climb on top of them, you kill them, and you get the reward for murdering them and shit. There's a lot of flower picking, too, because you never know when you're gonna need 20 fucking tulips to pay off the local shopkeep for something.
Yeah, I remember that annoyance from Dragon's Dogma.
My favorite quest to this day is this one where a woman wants you to get flowers because she's too afraid to leave her house. And literally right outside her house, on her porch, there's a pot of tulips just sitting there. And
yeah, it's like almost all the flowers are right there.
And I'm like, this bitch is not only under house arrest, she's apparently retarded. No, there's so much filler in this game. There's one problem. Is like it's like riding a roller coaster. There's so much bullshit standing between you and the interesting stuff. But those fights are so good. That never gets old when you're climbing those fucking dragons. I never beat Dark Arisen, the expansion, because fuck me, those fights are so brutal. And you have to be like level 70 to actually put up a decent fight. And I ran out of quests around level 58. I'm like, I ain't grinding for 10 levels to do this. Fuck this.
Hey, Kiri,
Hmm?
just so you know, if you go right now on Humble, you can get both get the Amnesia collection
For free.
for free.
Please play Amnesia, Race. That will be the funniest fucking thing ever.
Yes, that actually might help you. Just
You
do
want-
exactly what all the other Let's Players did.
And
Play
then
Amnesia, have a face cam there, and then suddenly, like, scream at, like, predictable, scary moments.
It's already past due. Nobody's gonna give a fuck.
To be fair, you know what? Say that was annoying, but it was that and Outlast that kind of brought horror back to the mainstream. You know what I mean for gaming, because those videos were very successful. Outlast was way more designed around that. Amnesia's a lot more about like you don't even see the monster until about like a couple hours in, and then
Yeah,
it's fucking
and
horrifying.
apparently, the sequel to Outlast did not live up, and
I
everyone.
played it. It was fucking
No.
weird. Because, like, okay, so we gave birth to the Antichrist, and it's the end of the world. What the fuck just happened? Also, the problem is I played Resident Evil 7 beforehand, and that game was fucking amazing. Resident Evil 7 was so fucking good.
Eh,
Resi 7 goes from Texas Chainsaw to Texas Chainsaw 2 within the same level. It's fucking incredible.
I might actually. For the first ones I was Resident Evil, I was thinking 7 and 4 were probably the two best.
Well, 7, like, what I loved about 7 is that it really, like, the expectations I had going in and what the game turned up being. Because, like, when I played the demo, I expected, like, a PT nightmare fest. You know what I mean? It was just dark rooms and scary shit. And then, as soon as that opening level...
We were inspired by Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Screw your PT and your Silent Hill that fell to pieces, and now Silent Hill might be actually.
Well, that's what's so brilliant. Like, it starts off scary, and then it turns into, as soon as you get to the Baker residence, it turns into fucking Texas Chainsaw, and then it just gets really campy, and, like, the horror kind of camp Resident Evil's known for. Like, it's a brilliant mixture of the two. Like, it starts Texas Chainsaw, then it's a Cronenberg film, and then it turns into Saw. The three Bakers are three different horror movie tropes. It's, you know, the Dead's Texas Chainsaw, because you chainsaw dueled the man. The Mother's David Cronenberg with
I thought
weird
the mother
body
was
modif-
maybe I thought the mother was more the Saw thing because I think I remember.
The son is the Saw one. The son's the Saw one. He builds the traps and shit. I felt the mother was more David Cronenberg because, like, his obsession is...
Because I
Cronenberg is the Fly, right?
Yeah, I know. He was The Fly, Videodrome, Dead Ringers. You know, he's obsessed with, like, body horror. He kind of created that whole subgenre. Yeah, that was, for those who don't know, The Fly was a movie where Jeff Goldblum literally...
I remember watching that movie when I was 8 years old.
Oh, fuck
you
me.
had nightmares.
Have you seen The Fly, Real Girl?
Yeah, that one. Yes, well,
Yeah,
there
that
was
was
a
his
creepy
big...
moment where I think Jeff Goldblum talks about fly sex and how that's awesome or something.
Oh, he talks about animal politics. The scene goes, "You ever heard of animal politics?" And Gina Davis shakes her head. And he's like, "Me neither. They don't think. You can't reason with them. They're killers." And this is as he's slowly turning into a complete abomination.
Yeah,
And
what I remember most was him, like, scratching parts of himself off.
the scene that I'll always remember is the last 8 minutes of the movie when he just begins to transform. Like, the final transformation begins and his whole body starts to rip itself to pieces.
That's what I remember.
I hope they gave you
Of course, I was also, like, 8 years old when I saw RoboCop 1.
That's gotta be rough.
Hey, my parents had that as a VHS thing.
Wheel Girl, watch
They remembered
this.
They saw the cartoon. They thought the RoboCop movie would be okay.
Okay, Wheel Girl, watch this scene. Just watch it. And you'll get a sense of what Cronin... Because this was his big Hollywood debut. You know, Videodrome and Dead Ringers were both underground hits. And then Hollywood finally reached out to him, and this is what he came up with. Oh, it's so disturbing watching this. It's so fucking disgusting. Yeah, but no, RoboCop was one of those movies that like it's funny it had a cartoon. I'm like, did anyone watch the movie? Because it's fucking brutal.
You also have Highlander, Toxic Avenger.
That one I don't get. That one, but like RoboCop is a movie like where someone gets turned into a mindless zombie because they're subjected to radioactive waste. Well, that's Paul Verhoeven is a man who's very famous. I mean, we all love. You've seen Starship Troopers, right? The best fucking thing he's ever made. Starship Troopers is amazing. He took a propaganda novel and he turned it into a comedy. It was amazing. Also, that brilliant scene. It's like we want like the cows getting murdered. It's like we're gonna censor this because animal violence is horrible. And then the hard cut to a massacre at a goddamn human colony where body parts are everywhere and people are screaming as they've lost their legs. They won't censor that, but they'll censor the cow dying.
Thing I hear from you is they won't censor the leg thing, but they will censor a cow dying.
The joke is the joke in that is that we can't handle animals dying on film, but we can handle humans dying on film.
Well, there's been a long joke of seeing a dog dying is more horrifying than seeing anybody dying.
Yeah, don't kill the dog. Feel free to rape and kill as many people as you want, though.
What was that movie that had the horse die by explosions?
Oh, Heaven's Gate.
I have images of any possible exploitation film from the 70s, but I can't remember which one.
It was Heaven's Gate because you can hear it screaming as the pyrotechnic goes off.
Heaven's Gate, the western that bankrupted the company.
That bankrupted United Artists, who then had to be bought out by MGM to stay afloat.
Rio Planeswalker is commenting that the Starship Troopers, they censored the cow dying because it was a school film.
Well, why the fuck did they show all those massacre photos then?
Wasn't that like the news?
I don't know, but I thought it was hilarious. I view it as that's the joke of we can't show the cow dying, but we'll show all these innocent people being slaughtered.
Would you like to know more?
Yes. Also, Neil Patrick Harris is what is essentially a Nazi. That's brilliant. That's brilliant casting.
I have no qualms with that.
That movie's amazing. Seriously, if anyone has not seen that movie, please do. It's the smartest and dumbest film you'll ever see.
And how do you make it all serious? Make it into a cartoon. Try figuring that one out.
Exactly.
I don't think that... Well, that will bomb.
How could you sell Highlander to the kids otherwise?
Well, unlike RoboCop, Starship Troopers didn't do well commercially, so there was no cartoon.
Yes, there was. Yes, there was.
But
it was called Roughnecks. It was called Roughnecks, the Starship Troopers Chronicles. Granted, it was a CGI, but nowadays we're calling CGIs cartoons, which is stupid, but...
It's still animated.
It's still animated, yes.
Oh shit! Paul Verhoeven was a producer on that. He gave it his approval.
Yeah, I'm just sad it didn't get finished because they ran out of money.
And so you're left with an uncompleted episode or movie. I don't know which.
And Paul Verhoeven had to go back to Europe to make movies because he.
It was a TV series.
Because after Hollow Man, he decided, all right, I've had enough of this bullshit. But the man was brilliant. He made fucking Total Recall, which is probably next to True Lies, the best movie Arnold Schwarzenegger's ever made. Showgirls.
I'm still going with Running Man.
Oh, fair enough. That's a good answer.
Running Man, That's probably my favorite Schwarzenegger movie of all time.
Mine's True Lies, probably, because fuck me, that scene where Tom, like, he's like, Helen is having an affair, and then Tom Marvel's just like, welcome to the club, buddy.
What was that? What was the movie where he basically, like, at the end, he was like this superhero for a bit, going like,
Oh, it was a Jingle All the
Jingle
Way.
All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
Yes, one of the
Trouble
best.
time.
How many times Arnold Schwarzenegger took?
Yeah, didn't wasn't that on Secret Project?
What
Yes,
movie?
I'm sure it was.
What movie was on Secret Project?
Jingle
All
All
the
the
Way.
Way.
Wasn't
Oh,
Jingle
that
All the
movie's-
Way wasn't Jingle All the Way on Secret Project? I'm trying to remember.
I'm sure it was. You know what? I've heard someone tell me. Someone gave me a very compelling defense of that movie. They basically said it's the family-friendly version of Paul Verhoeven's Showgirls, where it's actually a scathing takedown. Like, people thought it was like, supporting something it was actually criticizing. It's a scathing takedown of American consumerism.
Are you
Yeah.
sure? Because it
Right.
seems too bizarre and comedic.
I know I know it's not the case, but I want to believe that's the fact. Because Showgirls was misjudged because Joe Esterhaus was totally making fun of that subculture, and people thought he
Yeah,
was
well, the
actually.
movie, but it doesn't help that everybody's acting shit and the direction was poor.
That's what's so funny about it, though. It fits perfectly into what he was trying to say, that they're all completely shallow, robotic people that have no personality. Paul Verhoeven isn't stupid. He may make some stupid films, but there's always a brain to them. You know what I mean? Like Starship Troopers. On the surface, it's a really fucking stupid movie, but if you take the time to look at it, there's some brilliant shit in that movie.
Yeah, I just got through looking through the entire Secret Project run, and it's not in here. He didn't.
What is it? What kind of Robo Vampire was in there? Which I love that has that amazing cover with them. That's a joke. That's a Godfrey Home movie too. The same guy who made Ninja Terminator, Zombie vs. Ninja,
I don't think he
Challenge of the Ninja, Go the Ninja Warrior.
I don't think Jason did Robo Vampire.
Okay, because I heard he was doing a Godfrey Ho movie, and Godfrey Ho is a fucking legend. Apparently, he's teaching film school in Hong Kong now. That's like Ed Wood teaching. Like what the fuck? He's the last person I would allow to teach film school.
Ooh, last person you allowed to teach you?
Oh.
Godfrey Ho is teaching film school in Hong Kong right now.
The man who knows how to patch films together.
He patches films together like an MT patches up like war victims.
Yeah, I'm starting to say maybe not the best, but I would definitely say there is worse you could choose.
I'm just saying, no. I mean, he didn't even make his movies. He just stole them from his
I
Korean
don't
friends.
see a problem.
He produced Space Thunder Kids. He got into Korean animation for a while.
Yeah, I'm fairly certain he filmed some of it and then just stole another film to patch together with
All
it.
the Richard Harrison stuff is his, and he never told him that he was going to. He never told any of his actors what he was actually going to do with all this footage. He
So
made like
you're
16
part of a
movies in
film.
one.
You're part of a film, but I'm not going to tell you where the majority of the film's coming from.
My favorite part is he made like 16 movies in 1 year. I think it was like 1983. He made like 16 movies. He was just cut and pasting. Like, he was in that editing room chopping things up like a goddamn chef. It was amazing.
Like a certain Swedish chef.
I'm sure he talks like that. I've never actually heard him speak. I've seen his photo. I don't even believe it's him. He has a photo on Facebook of himself. I refuse to believe that's him. No joke. I'm friends with the man on Facebook. In quotations.
Friends.
Yeah, he's a Yeah, he teaches fucking film school. I don't understand it at all.
I do. I can explain it in 10 seconds. You ready?
Sure.
Those who can do and those who cannot teach.
And what if those
Fair
can't
enough.
teach? What do they do?
They make
Godfrey Ho movies.
Godfrey. Or they go on that guy with the glasses,
Well,
one of
that's
the two.
the okay. That's the film direction of that
They
answer.
make Godfrey Ho. I'm gonna use that now. If they can't teach, they make Godfrey Ho movies.
But we'll label that the film version because there's a good ones for other
Clifton Race, you notice, did Deadly Prey get on Secret Project? I tried to pitch that. And,
Deadly Prey.
I don't know, I don't know if it's either A, did be on the list before they stopped, or C, didn't even consider.
What happened was, I found this film when I went to one of the Everything Is Terrible festivals. They cut the movie down into 3 minutes, and it's one of the greatest things I've ever seen.
Let's see. The only movie in there with the word "dead" is Five Deadly Venoms, which was one of the first secret projects.
They didn't even. Okay.
Oh, is that the movie?
Either A or B or C on the list, but before they fell out.
Oh, that movie's actually pretty damn decent. That's in the that's a Shaw Brothers movie. Filmed in Shawscope, as they always said.
Shawscope.
Oh, I thought that was a Wu-Tang Collection film. Which, if you ever want to watch some weird ass movies from Asia, go on the Wu-Tang Collection YouTube page. You'll find some shit.
I'll admit I was yawning, but
I'll assume Method Man runs that because he's the one who smokes the most weed on that group.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's my new.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I'm just saying it's my new favorite YouTube page that just upload fucking crazy ass movies from Hong Kong.
Okay, I need to pause for a moment, A, to stop yawning, and B, I need to look for a map. Because there are pits in the path to Death Mountain, which is why I haven't bothered with Death Mountain yet. There's a lot of twists and turns and all kinds of fun shit. Fun shit that will eventually sap my health dry. Alright, where are you?
I just posted a shit post in the chat if anyone wants to read it. Damn it.
Gosh darn poopy pants.
It's alright, I just found this a couple of days ago and I've been obsessed with it because I can't believe it exists.
Okay, so I found it. I can now do this. Cool. The old man gave me the blue tunic for my troubles. Well, at least I have a hint as to where I am. And I'm over here now. Ain't that nice? I think it's nice. Okay, so there's two places I can jump down to. Sorry, I'm looking at the map to see where I can go and where I can actually get something. I'm not even sure if I can get something. I just taking a wild
You
guess
might
here.
have.
I haven't screwed myself yet.
I wasn't gonna say you screwed up. I'm about to say that sometimes the game, sometimes the randomization might actually be impossible. They put because the randomizer puts things just in the right spots where it creates an impasse where you can't do anything.
Where an important item might be inside the dungeons, where you need the important item to get into the dungeon.
Correct.
I don't think that it's that unfair. I mean, if it is, it's one hell of a glitch. To which they probably wouldn't have released the game if they wouldn't have released the randomizer if that kind of glitch was in there. That's what playtesting is about.
No, that's not a glitch. You play different. There's different seats, and so some seats are that way. Because you can't prevent all from some seats being that bit of a bastard.
Okay, where am I now? Alright, I'm completely done with that section. And since I do have the magic mirror, I can go to the dark world now. At least up here. Which is necessary because I need to be able to get to the Tower of Hera. Okay. Now to go get the Dark World Death Mountain maps. A little more condensed, so I should be able to grab everything I need without too much of a fuss. Although there is one section that worries me, and it's right down. Actually, no, I won't be able to do that yet anyway because I need the hammer. But I was about to reference the room full of spikes. I mean, I do have the method of surviving the spikes, but I can't get in there because I don't have the hammer. And what would normally be the entrance now has a ferry. Okay. Now to head to the standard light world. And grab some free arrows. And also grab a free item, whatever this is going to be. The hammer!
Yes!
That's not what I meant to do. I promised I wasn't going to do this, but because I'm unsure of myself and I don't feel like grinding for hearts again.
Do it, 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 do it.
Yes, I am going to attempt to get whatever is in that spike room. Now that I can get in there. Alright, kids, wish me luck.
Good luck.
Good luck. You'll need it. Okay, so I got my health back. Do I at least get my magic back? Because looks like all I got out of this was 300 rupees. I mean, it's nice, but I don't think it's enough. No, it's not enough. But at least now I can start again in the mountain cave. And that still has hammer. I really wish I could kill those things. I mean, they're annoying as fuck, and they just they won't die. Rest in peace. Yeah, exactly, Rio. Oh, well, you look at that. It remembers exactly where I came back to the light world. That's nice. Alright. Let's attempt the mountain tower. I don't have a boomerang, but I'm sure I might be able to do this. Maybe. Possibly. Yay, because everybody needs bombs, right? Wow, no health in here? I'm shocked. Okay, I don't think I can do the dungeon yet. I'm kind of sad. And a little scared. Because I'm a little worried I might have to do Death Mountain. I mean, Turtle Rock before I can do anything else. I mean, if that's the case, I might be in big trouble. Yeah, but no mirror. I have the mirror. Yeah, right now would probably be a good time to take a snapshot. Alt print screen. Oh yeah, the mirror shield. Yeah. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. Not gonna lie. Now, I'm still a little hopeful that maybe, possibly, I might not have to do Turtle Rock. I'm hoping. I'm hoping. It'd be nice. But, let's find out. Oh, wait, that's the path to get up here. Oh, come on. There we go. So I hit the wrong one. Alright, I'm not going in there just yet. Alright, so in there's the ferry. And then there's more ferries. And now I should be able to grab a certain item. Whatever it is. The boomerang! I have the boomerang. Awesome. And now I'm going to head back to the light world. And then jump down the mountain. And work my way back up again. Because there's a couple of places I can go.
You found something?
Yeah, I managed to get the item in the floating island. Which is at the top part of Death Mountain. You can only get there from the Dark World. When you're on the Dark World map and then use the mirror to come back to the Light World, then you wind up on the island with the item. Which normally is a heart container piece. And yes, it is indeed quite neat. Cave 16, which I am standing in front of. Where is that? Okay, I see it now. It's a matter of where does this go? Every time I see a treasure chest, I'm like, could you please for once be the lantern? I just want to be able to see in the caves. There will be no light for you. Plot twist, lantern is in the last tower. Oh, that's one of those things where if you see it, you might shit your pants. Neon, it was a pleasure. Have a good night, man.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be back soon.
Maybe tomorrow
Hopefully.
night.
Hopefully I'm not too busy then. I'll
Either
be
way-
down.
Either way, I hope to see you again soon.
See you soon. Hopefully not too late.
Yeah, I need to wrap this up soon as well. It's almost 2 a.m. and I have to be at work in well, 8 hours actually. Okay, I suspect I'm going to need the hook shot for this one. Okay, what about this cave? Ah, it's the fellow that Red Fox was griping about earlier. So I go down this one. And there should be an item up here. operative word being should. Evidently nothing was down there. Let me double check though. No, there was nothing down here. Whatever it was, it is not in this run. Because normally there would have been a heart piece there. Okay, first I want to take the cave to the right and get whatever's available there. Which is nothing. But you know what? I should get a bottle and use it. Because you guys have seen me die so many times, it's probably for my best if I just use it if I'm low on health, because I don't have a net yet. Okay, I'm hoping the last one's the right one. It works. It's not the lantern, but it'll do. Don't mind me, I am just cycling through all the maps, looking for Turtle Rock. Because if there's one thing that I'm worried about, it's whether or not I'm going to need the lantern. Alright, I'm going to give this one shot, and if I die, I'm going to call the night. We shall not pass without the red cane. Well, I have the red cane, so let's do this. I probably have to do this. I'm not happy that I have to do this. Because there's a section here that I'm going to be rather pissed about. Because I don't like not being able to see. Yeah. The ice rod is nice. Can't you not legitimately make it through without the mirror shield? You know, I think it is possible to do it without the mirror shield. That's not what I'm concerned about. Okay, you see these moving moving platforms? There's a section here with the moving platforms that is black without because I don't have the lantern, which means there's no light cone, which means I'm not going to be able to see shit. And this section was put here just to fuck with me. And this is going to suck because I don't have the fire rod. Yeah, I need to mirror my way out of here because I can't do anything here yet. Don't have the fire rod, don't have the lantern. The mirror shield, I think you get that here. Yeah, if I recall, I think you get the... No, wait, the red armor, I think you get that in Ganon's tower. But aren't the chests randomized? Yes, they are. All of the chests are randomized. Have a good night, Kiri. Okay, where's the Light World Death Mountain Caves? So that would be this way. Shit. Shit. Okay, I have a general idea of where I am. And I see an old friend by the name of Microslice. Microslice, you are watching Pure Madness. I have the boomerang so I can do the first Light World dungeon. I've actually done the first Light World dungeon. But in the interest of full disclosure, I did not get the bow in the first dungeon. Oh, that's because the pendant wasn't there. In fact, let me go ahead and zoom out here. Yeah, they not only swapped the items that are in treasure chests and what characters will give you, but they also randomized what exactly are in the dungeons in terms of what quest item is there. All the pendants are in the Dark World, and a couple more crystals. Yeah. Yeah, that's why I have the level 3 sword, the level 2 armor, the Titan's mitt, the flippers, the dash boots, the moon pearl, both canes, the hammer, the ice rod, the quake medallion, the magic cape. All this without having killed a Ghanem. Or any other boss besides the Armos Knights. To put it quite bluntly, I ain't done shit. But hey, I've gathered up quite an arsenal. Now, I think I have an idea of what I can do now. Though I'm not looking forward to it at all, because it involves going into a dark room with no light whatsoever. And I'm practically going to be poking around at the dark, hoping for something, anything. I think I need to try this. Well, just go to Link to the Past ALTTP Randomizer, and be sure you have the Japanese ROM version 1.0. So you're afraid you're going to get touched by Harvey Weinstein? At this point, it's not an impossibility, although I don't see a casting couch. I think Bill Maher once said best, there's a lot of hot chicks here in Hollywood. How do you think movies get made? Men need sex. Not condoning, but I understand. Going into dark caves. Yeah. But wouldn't that assume that I was actually sexually assaulting Harvey Weinstein? Who would want to do that? I don't think anyone is really that desperate. Okay, I'm trying to think. I have the hammer. Oh, that's right. Okay, I've got the quest item for the Palace of Darkness, but I don't have the quest item for the Swamp Palace, and that was hindering me. Because there was those little whack-a-moles. But I do have the hammer now, so I can go into the Dark World and take care of the Swamp Palace and get that done with. And maybe, if I'm lucky, maybe the lamp will be in there. Actually, I can probably do both, whatever's in the Swamp Palace, and I can get the quest item inside the thieves lair. Because that's all that's really left. Well, that and killing Blind the Thief. That's also left to do.
This being a randomizer, there might be a worthless item in the thieves' place.
Don't know. I'll have to go in there and get the big key. Actually, I do already have the big key. But now that I have the hammer, I can actually get to the quest item. And I'll have to go in there and find out what it is. But things are starting to come together now. Now that I've actually managed to get to Death Mountain and got a couple of important items like the hammer. Although the boomerang's also a nice plus.
Well, how are you gonna reach items that are far away?
Well, I'm just.
You don't have
I'm
the
saying
boomerang.
the boomerang is a nice plus because I managed to get that on Death Mountain as well.
Good.
Yeah, I would need the hook shot. Normally that would be in the Swamp Palace.
The randomizer has put it far away.
Yeah, not sure where it's at, but we'll find out.
All you can do hope is to pray that the quest item here isn't worthless.
Exactly. In fact, that's the only thing preventing me from finishing the Palace of Darkness. You whack-a-moles think you're so clever. Well, I will whack you with a hammer. Next place to go will be down here. There's gotta be a key down here. The monoliths, yeah, they give random items. In fact, I only have one of the 3 medallions, and I've hit all 3 spots to where the medallions would be. Ow. Oh, right, I have to swim over it. My bad. Have to grab the key, then go all the way back out into the and up around. Desert Palace is a no-go because you need the wind magic, if I recall. Desert Palace is a no-go because I don't have the lantern. Or the fire rod, because you need to light 4 torches to open up the boss room. For the Light World Tower, I need the lamp, the torch, because there's a key that you have to get from lighting a couple of torches. See, that's why it's so important to get the lamp. It's not just for seeing in the dark. There's a couple of puzzles as well that require keys. Don't you need one of the medallions to get to the... No, you're thinking of Misery Mire. That requires the ether magic. And I can't even think about that yet because I don't have the flute to get to the desert location, which has the warp tile to get into Misery Mire because there's no entrance. Oh, right, I forgot. There's nothing up here. The Desert Palace requires the Book of Medora, which I have. In fact, I think that was... Yeah, that's why I got in the Palace of Darkness, was the book. Wait, I wasn't looking. What item did I get? Oh well, I'm sure it was important. Thought the book you got the... I thought the book got you the item you needed to get to the palace. No, the book... Well, yeah, normally that would be the case, but again, the items are all randomized. Hell, I didn't even get the Quake Medallion the normal way. For all I know... For all I know, the Ether Medallion might be what Sarasula gives me after I get the pendant. But after looking at the Dark World map, do you want to know where the Courage pendant is that I have to get from Sarasula? Or that I have to get to show to Sarasula? The Pendant of Courage is inside the Dark Woods, and even though I went to the Dark Woods, I haven't been able to get the big key yet. And there's only one place I can go to get the big key. I have to go inside the boss's area of the dungeon. And to do that, I need the fire rod. But yeah, this is what the randomizer does. It screws up your normal way of thinking. Because you think you know, but you're only relying on your previous memories. That's all you have to rely on. And but because everything's in a different spot now, you have to think different. And so there is no item to get that can help me finish the water dungeon. So I need to get the hell out and head over to the Thieves dungeon. Now, luckily, there's not much left to do in the Thieves dungeon, which is good because I need to wrap this up very, 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 very soon. Because as I mentioned, I have to get to work in the morning. There is like one other thing that I'm worried about. There's a mini game inside the Thieves Village where you can open 2 chests. There is an important item in there, and I don't know if I picked it up or not. And when I say I don't know, I mean that for all I know, the important item may have been swapped with either bombs or arrows. Because again, that's what the randomizer does. That's one of the things the randomizer can do. Another thing the randomizer can do is you can choose to start the game without a sword. And you'd have to search all over Hyrule to find your weapon. Now, I believe that's what Red Fox does. Can heart container chests be a part of the randomizer? Yes. A chest that has a heart container normally gives the hammer? Yes. That's why I have so many hearts. Because I've managed to find so many heart container pieces, as well as heart container holes. It's like I want to add another word to heart container, even though it's just a heart container. But yeah, I found chests that contain whole hearts as well as heart pieces. In fact, there's a cave like right above the Swamp Palace, where normally in the light world would be a fairy, but in this other one it's like a thief with a bunch of chests right behind him. Here's what I managed to find. Several heart pieces. The thief himself gives you the Master Sword. And one of the other chests next to the heart pieces was the Tempered Sword. Again, it's all randomized. I still have no idea what the pedestal in the Lost Woods will give you. I mean, for all I know, I could be gathering all 3 of these pendants for nothing more than just a bag of magic powder. Sounds infuriating and wonderful. And it's one thing that makes gaming journalists cream their britches. It could be a bottle, because I only have 1 bottle out of all 4. I still have yet to find that treasure chest that follows you, and that you showed to the thief that's in the desert. That he'll open for you. Yeah. I still have to find that and open it up, and I have no idea what's in it. But as I was about to say, gaming journalists, they love this kind of thing because it's all about the experience. You get to experience a new game every time. It's a whole new experience. I'm not in it for the experience. I'm in it for challenge. I'm merely in it to see if I can actually do this. I didn't say they played it. I just say they like to write about it. That, oh, it's a whole new experience. That's all they care about. They like to what is it? What is it? Virtue signaling. Yeah, that's what they do. Okay. It's almost moment of truth time. At least it would be moment of truth time if I didn't fall. Oh, come on. This should not be this hard. I wasn't having any problems with it earlier. The compass is in there. Good God. Alright, Mr. Master Thief, dressed up as a shrine maiden. Come on. Okay, pull you out into the open so I can go kill you. I'm gonna accomplish something before I go to bed, dagnabbit. I was about to ask, could one of you cough up a heart? And that was even better, a fairy. Alright. Last I checked, I don't think any weapons other than the sword will actually work on this guy, so what I'm going to do, got my tires fixed for a flat rate. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my shield on and get a couple free hits. Well, I did get a prize. Alright, trying to think. I think there's only one place I can really go now, and it's the Palace of Darkness. Because if I'm lucky, maybe the boss will cough up an important item instead of a heart container. That's all I can really go on at this point. But that's going to have to take place tomorrow night.